Hello YouTube, welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. Thanks for joining me today. It is July the 4th. We have the day off and we're out here in the shop and get a little work done. Continue on the body work. Plus I got a little project here on the shop I'm working on, so stay tuned. Boy, it is hot out here, but I want to show you a little project I'm working on. I was doing a little work on my tractor and accidentally hit one of the awnings that comes off from the window there. These are little fiberglass awnings that we put on the shop when we built the shop, I guess about 12 years ago, but they're fiberglass. They're not very strong. You can see they're warped. I never have liked them. It drives me crazy. I like stuff that look nice and neat, and those have always bothered me. So I said, well, I was going to just make some out of steel. So I ordered some steel that will match the trim there, the darker brown. So that's what I'm working on today. So we're going to show you what we're working on. Well, here is one of the awnings. Well, this is one I broke off, and I just wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get as close as I could to spread out that reclaimed asphalt for a little erosion control around my shop. But anyway, I ended up catching it with the roof of my tractor, and it just ripped it off. But I didn't like them anyway, so I built these two new ones. Built these yesterday, and say I bought this steel. I don't know what gauge it is, but that's from a local metal manufacturer. So bent all these up yesterday, fabricate them. This morning I'm going to put these backs on here and give a little more strength, but put the back panel across here, then we'll be ready to mount them. You can see how we did them there, but pretty proud of that. Never made awnings before, but this was the first for me, and hopefully be the last. I got to come up with one more piece of backing. I've got a bunch of aluminum over here. I want to use white. A piece down there might. Actually, I think that's a piece of Lex in there. Anyway, Buddy's in there working on the truck. He just got here. He's off today too. So see if we can get this on here, and then we'll mosey right along to the next project. Okay, we got the backing on here now. I just wanted to put that on to keep these sides, in position. And now, because there's ribs on the outside, go in and out on the outside of the tin on the building, I've got to come up with a spacer. It's 1.25 inch depth on these. Matter of fact, here's a piece of, this is the depth that we have to put in here, and I got to get some more of this gasket material that goes like that, to compensate for the depth. Well, this is 1.25 inch, and I got to look, and I got exactly 1.25 inch wide aluminum. So I'm going to cut some spacers. One side will actually hit on the rib, and the other side will mount it to the aluminum to take up the spacing. Then we'll have this across the top, for the gasket material, keep stuff going down for the back of it. So that's the two windows we're working on right there. So we'll keep on trying to make some progress. I've got to come up with another backing for that, so we'll try to find that now. Well, we got our backing plates on both of these. I've got just temporarily riveted right now. So this is what we're going to do to take up the spacing for the ribs on the side of the building. I got this 1.25 inch tubing, a miracle I had whenever we did the trailer project, but that's the exact distance that the ribs are on the side of the building. The tin has ribs in it. So this will take up the difference, and then whenever it hits along here, we'll attach it on the top. So I've got all these cut. Now we need to fasten these and drill some holes. We're able to put the mounting screws to the building. So get these on and we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, we got these spacers put on now, and I hope this makes sense to you now, because this is going to take up space where the ribs on the siding go. So this one is complete, and we've got our spacers cut for this one up here, so we'll get them on, and then we'll get back on the truck here and see how much progress we're making over on the body. Well, I am glad that that project is done. You see, you got our spacers on both sets, so all we gotta do is wait for it to cool down and get them on the outside, and that's where they will go. So let's go over and check, see what Buddy's got going on. He's been working on his left rear quarter panel. He's got it shaped up, looking pretty good. And he got some up here on the front. This is all coming together real well. You remember how bad that door was? Got that started now, and this is really good. We're gonna be in pretty good shape. Buddy, how are you happy with the progress?
Oh yeah.
I've been over there messing with the awnings.
Straightening up that bottom rocker that was all bent up.
Boy, at it, yeah, that's, you see, we still got some.
And goofy people.
Yeah, I can't, that just costs us a lot of work. People just not paying attention. Can't jack a truck up with the 4-pan, not that strong. So this will be the last major place, and I think that's gonna have pretty much all of them. I'm going to start sweeping on the floor in here, get some of this dust up. We try to stay ahead of it as best we can. We got this straight edge on here, and you need something to be able to have a backup for the body filler to land against. But look how bad this is still. We've got to come in here and figure out what we're gonna do on this bottom of this door here. So that's pretty bad out. All right, in order to try to correct this, what we've done, I'm gonna put a piece of metal in here. This is gonna get this plane correct. Now we're going to put another rivet here, then we're going to roll that up under in order to get this tight up against the body, but then that's going to take that bad place where they missed with the jack. So I hate we're having to do this, but this will fix it the correct way.
Yeah, that's pretty thick right there because it popped the first time.
And so now we're going to roll this up, work it from the top and get as close as we can. Then we'll pop rivet on the bottom, and that should help.
I guess if I push.
Yeah, now we'll put rivet there. All right, let me get a rivet gun. Okay, we got all the holes drilled. Buddy's come back in now and putting the rivets in. Then we'll come back now and we'll roll this tight, and we'll roll it as we go down. That way we can keep it as flush as possible. Okay, we just finished putting this in there, and you see now we are up tight, we are good. So we'll come back now and skim that, and that'll have that line straight and fixed now, where we can tie this all back together. We've got just a little bit of transition there, but we'll be fine. Now with our straight edge back on there, you see got a whole lot better situation now to work with. So we use this as our backing bar for our body filler, and we'll be in pretty good shape. Only thing, I could not find my flush mount rivets. I looked everywhere, so we had to go with 1/8" stainless steel rivets, but they'll be okay. We'll be able to skim the top of that. Okay, you can see now why we put the backing bar on here. You got to have something to be able to go against to hold the body filler in place. Then it's going to take a lot of sanding to get that, but just what you have to do in order to hold it in place to get your contour right. I want to show you something on the front of this truck. It's pretty cool. If you look head on, you actually cannot see the holes for the brake duct work. Now here is one that you would see if this was up here, see, it would be centered. But if you look at this, looking head on, you actually have to get down to be able to see it. Why is that way? Because this creates a lot of downforce on this front end on a big track. This is on any track, downforce is good for the front end. You want the front end to turn. So if you look at the difference there, being centered, this is just a little trick you can do that get away with for a little free extra downforce. They're getting a lot on that right hand side, and this left hand side wasn't quite as bad. But again, you can see the difference. Pretty neat little trick in order to get a little downforce on your NASCAR racing vehicle. Well, we're going to shut her down for the day, and we pretty much spent all day on this area from there to there. But boy, it looks great. Straight as an arrow now. We got a low part. Got to come here, got to skim this. You can see where the dark area is. Skim that. Then we still got to roll the bottom and get the contour right. We did cut the groove back in for the cab and the bed. And I tell you, it's just amazing. I'm just so aggravated. I wish I could choke the person. I don't mean that, but the person just messes. We've got a lot of time trying to fix this rocker panel. Found 3 more dents here, and I was looking. There's one up there too. I keep finding dents all over this thing, but we'll get them. But this is the worst side, and we will get them all. It's not a problem. Got your left rear quarter panel looking good, and we'll get it. It's just going to take a little time. Well, that wraps up another day here. Not a Saturday, but July the 4th, a Tuesday this time. But we got a lot done on the truck. I hope you had a great time with your family and friends on the 4th. Head back to work tomorrow and try to make that paycheck. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it. We are so close to 4,000 subscribers. I think I need about 13 more. So tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. But have a fantastic rest of your day and the rest of your week. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.